I'm Mingo Park, in charge of training for utilization of fumigation equipment and devices in COICA program. In this time, I'm going to present the use of gas detectors during fumigation work. I'm a team manager of phytosanitary treatment in Pest Control Division and Animal and Plant Quarantine Agency. The contents are as follows: principle of gas detectors, how to use gas detectors for methyl bromide or phosphine, how to use the gas detector for ethyl formate. From now on, principles of gas detectors are going to be explained. In Korea, several detectors are used. There are the KNKK 18, the KNKK 21, IF 18, FI 21, FI 8000. They are made from the KNKK company. MX6 hybrid is used for assessing ethyl formate, which is made from Industrial Scientific Corporation. Upper three detectors are analog type, and the lower three ones are digital type. Measuring principle of gas detectors made from Riken cake is to compare the refractive index of fumigation gas, such as methyl bromide, by setting the refractive index of air to 0. From now on, how to use gas detectors for methyl bromide is going to be explained. This is a gas detector of Riken cake 21. Gas introduced to the detector by pumping aspirator is assessed gas concentration that displays through eyepiece. Before operation, gas detector should be calibrated with 0-point controller. This is calcium chloride for absorbing water. This is soda lime for absorbing carbon dioxide. This is how the fumigator measures the methyl bromide concentration with the detector of Riken cake 21. You can see the scale like this one through the eyepiece. He is pumping now to suction that air inside the tarpaulin. The measured gas concentration that the blank line indicate after gas in the tarpaulin is introduced to detector. At first, the blank line to 0, point with the controller, and then he can see that blank line somewhere inside the scale. This is model FI21. This is names and functions for each part. One is the power switch, 2 is the pump switch, and 4 is the range selection key to determine the range of gas concentration. 5 is an air calibration key. This is a characteristic of model FI21. Measurement up to 6 gases that includes methyl bromide or phosphine. Gas selection by key operation. Gas concentration is displayed as a number, is digital type. Built-in sampling pump. Data saving up to 100 measurement. Low maintenance cost. The sensor life is semi-permanent. FI21 is affected by carbon dioxide concentration. Observing tube should be attached to reduce the effect of carbon dioxide. So that's why soda lime should be attached to the gas concentration detector. Connect the observers to the inlet of gas detector. Press power button. They automatically perform the self-diagnosis. And press the pump button to stop and press the pump to introduce air outside to the device. And the value is stabilized. Then press the pump button to stop suctioning. The pumping now, and the stabilization of gas concentration, and then stop pump. You can see the number of 1. It should be calibrated. So that's why press air calibration. Yeah, that's why it calibrated to 0. And then when you measure that gas concentration in real fumigation place, press the pump again. Press the pump button again, and then the gas concentration is stabilized, and then you, oh, sorry. It's not. Sorry. Yeah, you can see that 0 milligram per liter. So that's why there is that in laboratory condition, but maybe you can check the gas concentration in real place during fumigation. You can see that the gas concentration is very higher. Yeah, to turn off the detector, press and hold the power button, and then the meter will turn off while it beeps 3 times. If you press the range key, the unit of measurement could be lower to 1 decimal place. The measuring gases to measure gases such as phosphine and oxygen in addition to methylbromide. Enter the setting mode by pressing the power key and the enter key at the same time. Press this or this key and press enter key at the select gas. Select the gas to be measured using this or this key and press enter. This is model FI 8000, the successor model of FI 21. It is lighter than the FI21 and the four corners of the detector are curved to alleviate the impact when drafted, and rubber pad is attached to the lower part. How to use FI 8000 is simpler than FI 21. After connecting observer of calcium chloride and soda lime to gas inlet, press the power button. Press the power button, and the self-diagnosis is performed automatically while external air is introduced into the device. After the self-diagnosis is completed, the value is stabilized. If the number is not displayed 0, you should press the reference calibration switch to set the number to 0. Then connect the observer. Then connect the observers to the sampling hose from the container to analyze gas concentration during fumigation. When the value is stabilized, the read the numbers in the displayed. You can see the number 53 gram per cubic meter of methylbromide was detected in this fumigation on oranges. This is the details of how to use model FI 8000. As I explained on the previous slide, keep the power switch pressed for 3 seconds or more. All acid is lights on buzzer sounds once beep. Self-diagnosis, battery level brightness, contrast, measuring mode to conducted. Buzzer sound twice, beep, beep. When the gas sampling hose of object is connected to the detector, the gas is sucked in it, and the stable gas concentration is read on the screen. This is the correct order of observers: moisture removal filter, and the carbon dioxide removal filter, and fumigation area gas. This is correct use. This is incorrect use. You should follow this correct use. From now on, how to use the gas detector of ethyl format is going to be explained. This is the detector for ethyl format made from Industrial Scientific Corporation. To power on the ethyl format detector, press and hold the power, this on power switch, for at least 3 seconds. Yeah, you can see that the pump on appears on the screen. When the pump test required, the black pump inlet now screen appears. The block the gas inlet with your finger to block airflow. The pump test passed when there is no error. the pump restart. Then connect the gas inlet. That connect the gas inlet to the sampling hose from fumigation chamber, right? To analyze gas concentration during fumigation. When the value is stabilized, the read number, you can see that 0.3% of ethyl formate was detected in this fumigation bananas. This is the details of how to use the model MX6 hybrid, as I explained on the previous slide. This is all about use of gas detectors. See you next time on another topic. Thank you very much for your attention.